Welcome to SNG. Well, every time my fat bastard buddy Jones comes over, he finds something that makes more work for me. I'm telling you.
Things that were wrong with this, I'd have told you not to buy this bike. No. We were trying to...
Here, let me, this lens is...
The lens is dirty.
Oh, it's just horrible. Try that.
The front fender was over a little bit, and we were going to try and bring the front fender over, and we thought, we'll put some shims in here, and we'll just slowly tap it over and see if we can get the fender over. Well, we noticed there was a bolt missing. Well, it's missing. It's not that it's missing. It's broke off. So now, luckily, these spin. We got to get a drill bit. The secret, and everybody's got their different ways of getting busted bolts out. We got aluminum fork with steel bolt in it. The best thing I found is you take a center punch and you hit that thing dead center. You got to be dead center. I would take a drill bit and see how far we can go, how deep we got, mark my drill bit. Hit that thing dead center. I'd take an 1/8 inch drill bit and I'd drill it as far as I can without coming through this side. And then just slowly working my way up, 1/8 at a time, and drilling that bolt out of there. I'd say once I get about half of it out, then I'd try an easy out.
Get an easy out.
I might put a little bit of heat on it too and try and easy out that thing out. If not, I would just keep drilling it till I get to the thread part, and then I'll just take a tap and tap the rest of it out.
There you go.
And we should do a video of that to show how to get that out.
Show them let's see the head of that bolt.
Head of the bolt?
Head of that bolt. Does it have a little F on it?
I don't have my eyes on it.
It's got a circle and an F.
Does it?
There you go. That's an original Harley bolt, buddy.
That's what that one was at one time.
Circle F.
So
Federal screw out of Michigan.
Out of Michigan.
There you go.
So that's our next little project.
What about this fender?
Well, we beat a few dents out of the fender.
Beat a few dents out,
Had a few dents in her here and there. We just tapped them out from behind. Took a hammer, put some duct tape on it, and just tapped it out lightly.
Nice. Didn't scratch my paint.
I don't think we scratched the paint at all.
Thank gosh.
I think it'll be all right.
Good.
Yeah, it's good shape.
All right. Well,
it's in good shape. So on to the next project.
Well, we won't make Jones tell the story, but he told me a story today that made me laugh. It made me laugh. It brought tears to my eyes.
Had a rough weekend, man. I backed my wife's Jeep into my truck, not paying attention. And that was bad enough. I thought, I'll just put a new bumper on it. It didn't hurt my bumper on my truck. Then Saturday I was power washing and I was done. I wanted to be done. My wife said, why don't you just go ahead and do the back patio too? And I thought, okay. So I put the power washer next to her Jeep, which I was going to move the Jeep, and I didn't, and I should have. Set it there, went over, started power washing. And I smelled plastic, and I knew right away what happened. That power washer got right up against the Jeep. That muffler burned a hole right through the rocker molding about that big, and melted some of the paint off of the bottom of the door. It just, yeah. I did more damage in 12 hours to that thing than I did in 8 years. But it can be fixed. Just
you go.
Give me something else to do. Keep me out of the bars.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh, that's one of them days when you just want to run away from home. Get on the bike and go.
That's right.
Oh, well.
Well, we took some oil out of the case of that engine right there. The oil slumped a little bit, and I was contemplating on whether to fire that thing up and take a little spin with Jones, but I think you have time.
I got a hot date here a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I got to be going, so.
All right. Well, maybe next time.
Yeah.
I'll just now I can get to those brakes. Might as well get those things right now, huh?
Yep.
There you go. What do you think? You think I should run her without a fender?
No, I put the fender. I don't like, you got to run a fender.
All right. Well.
Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
That's right. So, where you at, Jones?
Right there. There.
Oh, right there you are. I couldn't see because I had my glasses on. But, yeah. See you. Enjoy your evening, or what's left of the day. It's beautiful, warm, right?
Warming. It's warming.
Warming.
Yes.
So,
warm enough to ride. 50,
yeah.
55. They're calling for some more rain, but hey,
Yeah, cool.
better than a drought.
All right. Have fun. We'll see you all
See ya.
later. So we're going to see if we can extract this bolt that busted off flush with this fork. So what I did is I took a spring-loaded punch, and you can take a standard punch and a hammer if you want. I centered it up, went ahead and I made a couple marks, and then I started to drill out with a smaller bit right in the center, and I want to drill in as far down as I can go without actually getting into the back side of this. I don't want to drill through, obviously. So I could take this bit and put it in here and kind of find out that, you know, it goes right down to the end of the flute of the bit. So, you know, I won't go quite that deep, but I'll start to drill that out, and we'll see what happens. And I kind of went at an angle because I was off just a little bit. So what I'm trying to do is when I first start is kind of come in and work my way straight. So I'm looking pretty straight right now. So now I'm going to try to get in there straight as I can. And I am going to use a little bit of maybe just use a little bit of cutting fluid. You could use some oil or something just to keep the bit cool, and maybe I get lucky enough that I don't wipe the bit out. And you do want to kind of take your time and watch with these when you have a small bit, because they're easy to snap. They're definitely hardened, but that just means they crack really easy. So you don't want to bust it. You don't want to bust that off inside there, or you're just make your life a little bit harder. And I'm gonna look. Let's see what I got going. So what I'll do is I will continue to go until I get the depth that I want without coming out of the back, and then I will increase that size a little bit at a time until I get it about as big as I can, knowing that I'm not going to get into the threads of the actual aluminum. So I'm not going to make you waste your time. We'll be back once I get my hole, got an idea what we're going to do, and hopefully we'll get it ready to go without snapping a drill bit off in it. So what I'm going to do, and unfortunately I broke a drill bit off in there. I went through the bolt with the first set, the smallest one. I went through with the second one, and it caught real quick, and it's in there. So luckily I think I have enough that I'll be okay, but I mean, time will tell. So I'm going to heat this up. And that's aluminum, so it really dissipates the heat very quickly. So I'm going to get it as hot as I can get it. And then I'm going to take this type of extractor and I'm going to hammer it in. And hopefully I'll be able to get it out. Wish me luck. And I think, there it is. Oh man, that's wonderful. I didn't think I was getting it. It felt too easy. So thanks for the luck, guys. There's the end of my drill bit that busted off. I actually went through, and as I went through, it somehow caught and snapped, because there it is. So there you go. I got lucky, and I need all the luck I can get. So I'm happy about that. I'm going to get back to bolting the fender back on, and then we're going to start to straighten that fender up. Well, I was putting the fender on because I got the snap bolt out, which you saw, and I was just fighting it. The fender went on fine. The bumper was an issue. And I thought, man, that bumper's bent so bad. What's going on? So I remembered, and when we took the fender and the bumper off, we just unbolted it, and it, kind of sprung out of there, and we took it out. Made sure I didn't want to scratch the paint on this thing. And so now I'm putting it back in. And when I'm putting it back in, I'm just fighting it. So, I decide to take the fender back off, and I decide that I'm going to put the bumper on and see what's going on. So I did that. And I decided that I'd put all 4 bolts in it, and I would go ahead and slide the axle back in to keep it tight, and I'll show you what I'm up against and what I'm getting ready to do. So here's my bumper. I'm not sure that you can appreciate that it's showing you, but this whole bumper is tilted this way. Here, down like this. Yeah, you can see it against the back safety bar. how, you know, it's bent like that. Not only is it bent like that, well, it is bent this direction, coming this way, a good, I don't know, it's a good inch, maybe even an inch and a half. I think you can see that. And I'm straight on it now, and you can see how far over to the left it is. So you can see it's torqued like this and like this. So I decided to put the shaft in, put the 4 bolts on, and I need to have my son or somebody, my fat bastard buddy Jones. Oh, by the way, Jones, he had his eye surgery today, so reach out and make sure he's all right. I know he's all right because we actually had we went out for lunch, and he just got back from surgery. I thought they should have gave him an eye patch, but they didn't, so I ordered him an eye patch, so I hope it'll be in tomorrow. But anyhow, he's doing well, but his eye's burning and he's whooped. So I'll get somebody to hold this thing, and I'm going to get a pry bar in there, piece of 1/2-inch pipe, something big and sturdy, spud bar, that'll flip this thing off the stand, and get somebody to hold the bike so that it doesn't flip off the stand, and I'm going to bend that. So I'll be back, but these are the things that, and I'll tell you how that happened. How I think it happened was there was a large mower deck, which you've probably heard me tell the story, snapped off of a barn, fell down, smashed the tank. You can see there. Flipped this side, hit the fender, and when it hit the fender here, that's what happened. It torqued the back fender like that, down and up. And that's exactly how that thing's bent. It's bent up, and it's bent over this way. So we'll straighten it up. We'll go from there. All par for the course. Well, the fender's on. So I got the bolt out, started to put it back together. It was wee-wopped. We did a little stretching and a little bending. Used a pry bar, do what I needed to do. And it went back on a lot nicer than it did the first time. So I'm happy with it. It's better than what it was. It's straighter than what it was. And I am happy. So that's it for the video of the fender. I do have the brakes all cleaned up. I'm waiting on some parts. I wanted to, and I'll explain it in that video, I wanted to keep all the OEM parts if I could, and the rear drum was just too much. It was scored more than what the factory and what the manuals say that you can turn them down. So I had to get a repop. So anyhow, thanks for watching. Punch that monkey in the throat if you get a chance. Have some fun. Happy Easter, everybody. And Jonesy, I hope your eye gets better. I should have that patch coming. You're going to look good in a black patch, brother. So, peace. Happy Easter. If you ride them, wrench them. But only if you want to. See you.